Hi, welcome to today's lesson. We're beginning a new series of lessons, and I hope that while you're watching them, you'll be able to learn a lot of new and interesting things about the things that surround you, maybe some new facts and information. And we decided to start this first lesson about a very popular material. This material is used and has been used for hundreds of years. This is probably the first material that us people used, and it's called leather. So leather is the skin of various animals which is processed in order to make things out of it. So for example, things from furniture to shoes to coats to bags, car leather seats, this is where it's used. So I'd like to talk to you a little bit more about the grades of leather today, because of course most people know what leather is, but did you know we have different types of grades, and depending on the quality of the leather and the grade of the leather, you will be able to find out how long this product will last you, for how many years you'll be able to use it approximately, how well it will hold its shape and form, and of course the price of it. So the better the quality, the higher the price. So now we're going to go ahead and look at the board in a little bit more detail. Let's go. Okay, so here on the board I made a small diagram to give you a little bit more information about it. So again, imagine that this is a full piece of leather, and this top part is actually called the grain. So this is the top part of the skin. The grain part is extremely durable, and so in a good quality product you actually want to have some of that grain in there at least. So let's take a look. We have three main types of leather, and then I'll talk about another type but at the very end. So first we have the full grain. So this is where the top part of the grain, right here, from here, is intact. So basically it's not removed. Sometimes it's polished at the very top, but not necessarily. If it is polished a little bit, it takes away some of maybe the blemishes or discoloring of the leather so that you can get a beautiful product at the end. So if the piece of leather is full grain, you're going to see a pretty thick piece of leather. So usually things like high quality furniture and good quality shoes, and I think good quality bags and coats are made out of this. Then the next one is pretty popular actually, and it's top grain leather. So top grain leather starts at about somewhere right around here, so it's keeping some of the grain as well. And here in the diagram, I should have raised it a little bit more. And basically goes then to the flesh part, which is at the bottom. So the flesh part is where the suede is, so the soft part. Now, the most popular leather is genuine leather. And a lot of the times when we see this marking on a bag, for example, that says genuine leather, we think, that must be, very good quality, real leather. Well, the truth is actually the lowest quality of leather available. It's basically the grain completely removed, and it's the lower part of the actual skin. If the piece of skin it's not very perfect, it has a lot of problems on it, the manufacturer can basically take off the whole top layer and make products out of this leather material. Now, again, full grain is going to be the most expensive, so I can put it like the maximum price. Top grain is going to be a little bit more, a little bit less expensive, and genuine leather, of course, it's going to be the cheapest one. Now, why I wrote suede here? Because suede, as I said, the soft part, it's going to be this bottom part right here. It's thin and soft, so, and it's not very durable at all. Genuine leather is going to have several years of wearing, basically, and tearing, but it's not some product that you can, buy and expect to have it for maybe 10-20 years. So again, it depends, of course, on what you want to invest in. And basically, this is the main information about the actual leather skins. Now, I'm going to talk about another type of leather, which is honestly probably not even leather as you can call it. There's such a thing as bonded leather. And surprisingly, very often on the item, they will write genuine leather on it. What is bonded leather? Well, basically, imagine a piece of animal skin. So the good pieces are cut out for more expensive products. And then at the end, you have all of these little bits and pieces left. Well, very often what happens is the bits and pieces are taken to a special factory where they're ground up, basically, to be left like a little, kind of like almost like a powderish material. And this is mixed with a glue, which is called, basically, which is bonded with this glue. The glue bonds it together, the little pieces, and you're getting something like this wet mixture. This mixture is then put through rollers, which rolls it out, and with pressure and heat creates a new material. Basically, it's just these leather bits and pieces bonded together, and then they're cut and new leather products are created. Which is really interesting is how can you tell the difference between these different types of leather? Well, the bonded leather is the weakest type. It's not going to last you for a very long time. It's always, maybe it has a print on it. They will make it a print like, to make it look like there's a skin pattern on the top, like as if there is a grain on the top, but you won't see the pores, for example. So, and it's a very clear, even pattern. So what happens next? This bonded leather is painted, and it looks quite nice until the paint starts coming off. So again, the cheapest possible products are made from bonded leather, and they won't last you very long. Now, as far as the more expensive ones, you can tell based on the actual pattern, the actual grain at the very top. You will see a more natural picture. Basically, you'll see maybe possibly some pores on the product, especially if they're not painted over top. So, and with these ones, again, with top grade and genuine leather, you can also see a stamped pattern, which happens very often since they remove the natural one. And again, like I said, they are a little bit, of course, lower quality than the full grain. Anyway, so I hope that this information was useful, and we have many other interesting things to share with you. So I will see you next time, and please join us. Bye.